With me, I mean, I thought it was not as good or not as great as the first episode of season 1, but this was very solid. This was a very good reintroduction and reestablishment of the world we last left. Tom Hiddleston's acting, man. You believe him. He's like, please know who I am. I need you to believe me and trust me. And I think what's genius about this show is that he's a trickster. He's mischievous, and people don't trust him. But what if he's telling the truth and people still don't believe him? That's what's great about this show, that they tap into that. And Tom Hiddleston, man, every episode, every performance, he's bringing it.
Yeah, I mean, inflections in his voice, his facial expressions, all invoke emotions. I mean, he's just great.
He truly shines in this show. And then we get introduced to OB, Ki Kwan, Goonies, Short Round. He's an Oscar winner. He's Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Much deserved. And when Owen Wilson was announced to be a part of the first season, I was like, yeah, man, I'm a big Owen Wilson fan. Very happy that he's in this show. And now we have Ki Kwan, who fits the show like a glove. He's the perfect. He services the story perfectly. I mean, visually, aesthetically, very nice looking. And like we said, it's like we didn't skip a beat. It felt like a natural progression. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm glad that we didn't lose progress with Loki and Mobius. That relationship is still there. That's great. I love the urgency and intensity of this episode. Like, the MCU has truly changed. This is a serious situation. He Who Remains, Kang, present. They got to figure this out. And you felt that throughout the entire episode. I really appreciated the seriousness and urgency about it. I thought that was quite clever how they're doing that. The time slipping.
Yes.
You know, I thought that was a very clever way to do that. You know, he's in the present. He can go back in time. He can basically manifest what he wants, which is pretty... That's quite the power. This episode wasn't like... It was a little more complicated. It wasn't just He Who Remains, how to stop him. It was like, there's something going on with Loki. We need to address that. It was... What I'm basically saying, this episode was multi-layered. You had a couple of things going on, but it all blended together nicely, I thought.
And we see Loki in other films and shows where he's so sure of himself. Now he's outside of his element. He doesn't know what's going on. He's hysterical the whole time. It was very funny to me. I mean, everybody's hysterical. Like, okay, this is going on. No, that's going on. It's just, like you say, it's multi-layered. We don't know where it's going yet. We don't know how they're going to execute it. Maybe it was a mistake getting rid of him, because maybe he was the one trying to stop the other Kangs from wreaking havoc.
You're presented with these two choices. Which one's the lesser of two evils? What did Sylvie choose? And now what do we got to deal with now?
Right, and just the way it's written is so well done that you're really invested in the whole story.
Yeah, I'm invested in the characters and the dialogue. You know, I was vibing with this episode without that big set piece at the end, which was quite intense. Mobius did not want to lose his friend, and you felt that. Interesting, very interesting post-credit scene. It has Sylvie, and she's inside a McDonald's, which the product placement is insane. That's
sure they got that cut.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the commercials of Miss Minutes like singing the McDonald's theme, so I was like, yeah, they really thought this one out. And we know in from the trailer, she's gonna be working there. She has the whole getup on, so this is not the last we're gonna see of McDonald's. She has not realized what she's done. she's very much like, I'm hungry, I'm a chill. I don't think it's hit her yet the way it's hit Loki. Like, you kind of screwed things up here.